So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Lots of aspects of Scorpio. July 2023. Here we go. You have had a lot on your plate. How many times have I said that? Scorpio, that's just the way of it, isn't it, for you? I'm going to say that you've been juggling or navigating poor judgment. And it is annoying when you have to do that. That is not your favorite thing. And you don't like dealing with people and their shit judgment. I also think you're dealing with people with mental health issues. Okay, so I do see some mental health issues here that you're probably having to deal with. Someone who has emotional issues or mood disorders, that type of thing. So yeah, that's definitely a thing that you're dealing with, okay? And you might be pissed off at the person who's made some poor judgment as well. And you're not having any hard time saying so. You're not really impressed. So just so you know, you have, let me see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana cards in the first spread out of 10 cards. So what is that saying? That's saying, dude, you are living karma right now. And honestly, you know, it's interesting because they say that some people think that if you don't have any children and you're not going to give birth to any children, then that's because you have no more karma to pay back. Or, you know, this also means it could be your last life in this life. So you don't get to come back. Maybe you've made those decisions. So what I'm seeing here, though, is that there is a recognition by the Scorpio. This is a lot of things that still have yet to be rectified, to be reversed, reviewed, reevaluated. And it could be coming in through relationships as opposed to you, all of you. It maybe isn't all of you, but instead other people's as well. Okay. So you could be drawing into your life people that have mental health issues, people that are, you know, turning the cart upside down. They're tilting the cart on you, and you're having to deal with it. Because what I see here is two of the major arcana cards are upright, and they're in your root. So this tells me that you personally have already worked with aggression, aggressive energy, falsifying your status in life, and then having to, you know, redo it. So maybe you sort of built your first home on a swamp and everything fell apart, and now you're trying to fix that. You're not trying anymore. You actually have done that. You could have, you know, had your own mental health question because of that particular scenario in the back days, and you have now come to understand your part and you have worked through that. So these are good things, but what's in reverse is justice. So somehow, somewhere inside, you are dealing with other people's poor judgment and trying to rectify it for them. And in that, also seeing where, you know, what wrongs have been being done to the world, you know, what things are illegal, unfair, those types of things. And you're probably helping people with that. And that's breaking your heart. Watching other people go through such unsavory energy and unfair energy is really difficult to do. It's not just about witnessing them, but how do you help them? It's a tough thing. So I think, you know, you're having to sacrifice, people having to sacrifice things, because it's the Justice card, the Judgment card, and the Hangman, all in reverse. So it's about what are you willing to sacrifice? And make sure that you choose correctly so your judgment is right. Make sure you're responding to things that are unfair, unrealistic. Those types of things, those are going to be big things. Those are going to be big things for you to be dealing with. It's going to bring up some old ones for you. So sort of, if you've got PTSD, Scorpio, this is going to stir some of that energy on you. Sorry about that. You're not going to feel like you want to work too much this month. This month, it's like, oh, please let me have some holidays. You just want some time off. It's not that you don't love working. You actually do love working. But you need some time with your friends, with your family, with the people you love, with nature. With nature. For sure, you need that. Okay. And as I've been saying for the past few months, you're still talking about moving. You're still talking about where to move, who to move with, what kind of home you want to live in. All of that stuff's still coming up for you, right? Our gay family, our gay community. This looks like some of these issues will be coming to the surface. Well, it is Pride Month right now in June, and I think that Pride Month is going to make you aware of certain things that haven't been dealt with or haven't been done that need some effort and time. And I think that's going to happen in July. Those conversations are going to be had. And there's going to be some new groups or new rules or new policies. Things like that are going to come up. And you, Scorpio, are probably going to be very much a part of making that happen. Okay. Maybe your voice will be heard by others. Maybe it is your words, your written word that makes some of the changes and the differences, very much like Libra. And that way, I think Scorpio and Libra are kind of on the same page there and making some changes in the work environment or in the, at least the very least in the laws. Okay. So I do see you helping the underdog, those people who do not have enough education, enough money, enough stability. So maybe you're going to be involved in helping the homeless or helping the underdog in some way. Good for you, Scorpio. Glad to see it. And that doesn't necessarily look like it's a job. It looks like it's of your heart. Okay. So whatever changes happened in the workplace are really going to, like I said, suit your palate. I like what I see there. And I do think that those of you who are involved in relationships are going to have lots of discussion around what is love. What is love? You know, how do I show love? How does it feel for me? You know, what's my love language? What's their love language? You're going to have those discussions with people. And that, I think, is going to bring those people in relationship even closer together, which is a good thing, right? But anyways, I'm saying wait at least 2 to 5 months before you make any big changes if you find you're in the wrong relationship. Also the same if you find a partner. If you have been alone and you're thinking about getting involved with someone else, I really think it'd be a good idea for you to just take your time and enjoy the love, the courting, the feeling of energy, okay? I'm going to say. So work environment, I see you as a lead dog and people really enjoy you. People really need you. Even if you're in a low paying job placement, I still see you being a leader. You're just that person. You're very in a relationship, by the way, and you recognize that someone is not giving all their good. Well, speak up. You deserve exactly what you feel you need. And because the Lover's card shows up here in the upright way, I'm going to say that you know what love is. Teach it to them. Okay? So overall, I think July is going to be a reasonably good month, except for some of the difficulties that you're going to be helping others with regarding, like I was saying, those people who are sort of the underdog. I see you being very involved in helping some situations that are unfair, okay, unjust in some way. And it might also be that you're dealing with some legalities that are like that, and you're going to be very much involved in making that wrong a right, okay? And I think that overall, if you are looking to move and you're going to need to be more whimsical in a weird way. I know I'm saying that something that doesn't work really well with the Scorpio, but let me say it anyways, okay? Scorpio, I really want you to find what it is you're looking for and to live your dream. And they're only, after plodding along and figuring it all out and sorting through all of the legalities and all the common concerns, I want to say this to you, Scorpio. Live your dream. Take a leap of faith, okay? Take a leap of faith, because otherwise it'll take you too long to jump in. And we want Scorpios to be living a happy, loving life, because you folks put out a lot of good energy for others. So we want the best for you, okay? So you take good care. And that's it for Scorpio for the month of July.